Welcome to How-FixIT. In this video I will show you how to replace motherboard on iPhone 11. What tools you will need to disassemble the iPhone 11: screwdriver set, plastic mediator, section cap for removing display, tweezers, plastic opening tool, adhesive tape for restore water protection. In the description under the video you will find links where to buy all these tools and replacement parts for iPhone 11. Turn off the iPhone. Then take a 0.8mm pentalobe screwdriver and remove two screws near charging port. Take any hairdryer and heat the surface of display for 1 or 2 minutes. The required temperature for heating is 60 or 70 degrees Celsius. Almost any hairdryer will be enough to detach the display from the case. Set the section cap on the bottom of display, then take a thin plastic mediator and begin to disconnect the display from the case. If you have warmed the surface of the display well enough, opening process will be not difficult. In any case, you can additionally warm the surface of the display. You can fix the section cap in the middle of display and use it as support for the display module. The case of iPhone 11 opens like a book, opening the display to the right. First, you need to disconnect the battery cable, but in iPhone 11 it's located under the metal panel, which holds 3 screws and one of screw is hard to reach. It's under the cable of the display module, so in order not to break the display cable, first remove 5 screws on the large panel, then disconnect 3 cables of display. When the battery connected to the mainboard, it's not critical to disconnect the display module, because the most important is to disconnect the battery when you connecting any module. And after removing the display, remove 3 screws on second metal panel and disconnect the battery cable. Now I will show you how to replace the motherboard, but first I recommend removing the camera module and Face ID. Take a Phillips 1 screwdriver, remove 2 screws and remove metal bracket. Disconnect 2 cables from the motherboard and the camera module can be removed from the iPhone. Next, disconnect 2 more cables and remove the Face ID module. Disconnect cable from motherboard and remove 1 screw using Phillips screwdriver. Take a standard 1.5mm screwdriver and remove 3 screws on the motherboard. Remove the metal panel and disconnect all cables from the iPhone 11 motherboard. Now you can remove the motherboard from the iPhone case. In the description under the video you will find link where to buy motherboard for iPhone 11. What do you need to know when replacing the motherboard on iPhone 11? If you need the iPhone with all working functions, then you need to replace the Face ID module and the light sensor on display module, together with motherboard, because all these parts connected with each other from the factory where iPhone 11 was assembled. But if you don't need FSD, you can only change the motherboard. In the description under the video you will find link where to buy a kit, a motherboard with FSD module and sensor, or only motherboard. Let's begin to installation motherboard in iPhone 11. Install metal panel and place the board in the iPhone case. During assembly I answer your most frequently question. The most popular question: if I replace the motherboard on locked iPhone, iCloud will disappear or not? Answer: yes. When replacing the motherboard, you get like a new iPhone 11 with a new serial number and email. The next, no less popular question: the new motherboard will work with SIM card of my country? Answer: if you install any unlocked motherboard, you can use the SIM card in the iPhone 11 of any operator, any country. Next question about quality of motherboards that sold on AliExpress. The motherboard that sold on AliExpress, it can be restored after some kind of breakdown, or unlocked if the iPhone 11 was previously tied by contract to some mobile operator. Personally, I bought motherboard on AliExpress 4 times for different iPhone models, and all the motherboards were working. But this is my personal experience, and I do not urge anyone to buy motherboards on AliExpress. I just share information where you can buy spare parts. And last question: are motherboards on AliExpress original? Answer: yes. Original, but restored or it's unlocked. Well, the iPhone 11 assembled, and now you can connect the display and check how the smartphone works. To test iPhone, just connect 3 display cables and then battery cable. Turn the display over and turn on iPhone. Check all function of iPhone, and if everything works fine, you can begin to the final stage of iPhone 11 assembly with restoration of water protection. Remove the old silicone tape from the case. Using isopropyl alcohol and cotton swab, you can wipe the case. This is not necessary, but definitely will not be superfluous. Take a waterproof adhesive tape. Before applying adhesive tape, make sure that you stick in on the right position. And the tape restores protection for water and dust on your iPhone 11. Press on the tape around the edge. That need for sticking to the back housing. Now begin to the installation of the display. Connect 3 cables of the display module to the mainboard, and only after connect the battery. Install small metal panel and fasten 3 screws. One of the screws is located very close to the display cable, so fasten it very carefully. Now install the second panel and fasten 5 screws. Turn the display over and press it round. Fasten last 2 screws near charging port and you can turn on iPhone 11. So, I hope this video was useful for you and I helped restore your iPhone 11. See you soon on How-FixIT.